Welcome to How to Lose the Weight, the podcast for women ready to stop waiting for someday and live life now. I'm your host, Holly Toscanini, and I'm here to help you break free from perfectionism, self-doubt, and the someday mindset. Together, we'll dive into real conversations about self-trust, empowerment, and living authentically. If you're ready to reconnect with your intuition and step into your power, you're in the right place. Let's lose the weight and start living fully right now. Hello, I'm so glad you're here with me today, whether you've been a long-time listener or you're just tuning in for the first time. Now, if you've been with me since the beginning, you know how much I value our connection and your journey. And I can't tell you how grateful I am to have you as part of this community. Your support, your feedback, and your willingness to be vulnerable have been the heartbeat of this podcast. Today, I'm excited and maybe a little nervous to share something new with you. I know that change can feel uncertain, and I want to acknowledge that if you're feeling a little apprehensive, that's completely okay. Transitions are always a mix of excitement and hesitation, aren't they? But I truly believe that this evolution is not just necessary, but essential for better serving your needs and meeting you where you are right now in your life. The podcast is moving in a new direction, and I think you're going to love it. A direction that dives even deeper into the topics we've explored together and expands our focus beyond the original scope. This isn't a goodbye to what we built with the Say When podcast. It's a continuation, a deepening, and an invitation to stop waiting for things to be just right before we live our lives fully. I promise you that the heart of this podcast remains the same. I'm still here to share real conversations, truth, and empowerment. And if you're ready to shed the weight, the waiting for the perfect body, waiting for the perfect job or perfect relationship, then you're in exactly the right place. Thank you for being here with me through this change. Your journey matters to me, and I'm committed to making this next chapter even more powerful, meaningful, and impactful for you. So for those of you tuning in for the first time, I'm Holly Toscanini, and I'm here to help you stop waiting for the perfect body, perfect job, or perfect relationship before start living your life. It's time to reclaim your self-confidence, reconnect with your intuition, and embrace your power exactly as you are right now. I know firsthand how exhausting it can be to feel like your worth is tied to how you look, to what you achieve, or even how others perceive you. For years, I chased the idea that happiness was just one more fix away. But through my own transformation, I've discovered something revolutionary. My value was never about perfection. It was about trusting myself and living authentically. And that's why I'm passionate about guiding women like you on a journey of empowerment and self-trust. See, together, we're going to create a space where your well-being, passions, and sense of purpose take center stage. It's not about changing who you are. It's about celebrating the powerful, intuitive woman you already are and giving yourself permission to live fully without waiting for the perfect moment. So if you've been putting your dreams on pause, waiting to feel good enough, or waiting for things to be just right, I'm here to tell you your time is now. No more waiting. No more postponing your joy, fulfillment, or ambitions. See, my coaching isn't about following the rules or ticking boxes. It's about helping you break free from the mindset that says you need to be different than you are to be worthy. Together, we'll tap into the wisdom you already have, the intuition that's been whispering to you all along, and the confidence that's been waiting to be unleashed. Our work together is about helping you rediscover your confidence, embrace your body, and reconnect with your soul's purpose. Through this journey, you'll learn to let go of the need for perfection. You'll be able to find peace in who you are and start living life on your terms. This is about you, your growth, and your unique path to self-trust. Whether you're looking to rebuild your self-confidence, pursue long-held dreams, or simply live a more fulfilled, authentic life, I'm here to offer guidance, empathy, and support. With a focus on intuitive living, spirituality, and personal empowerment, we'll work together to remove the barriers that have been holding you back. Imagine a life where you no longer feel the need to apologize for who you are. A life where you show up fully as your true self. No conditions, no waiting, no more putting your happiness on hold for somebody else. This is the journey we embark on together, a journey toward discovering that you are already enough exactly as you are. It's time to live your life without hesitation. The path to self-discovery, joy, and empowerment starts right here, right now. Let's step into that journey together. So join me as I help women just like you break free from perfectionism, self-doubt, and the limiting beliefs that have been holding them back for far too long. Together, we'll explore how to trust yourself again, reconnect with your intuition, and reclaim your power in a world that profits from making you feel like you're not enough. Each episode is an invitation to step into your authentic self, build radical self-confidence, and find the joy that comes from living intuitively without waiting for permission. This isn't just a podcast. It's a movement, a space for women ready to stop waiting for their lives to begin and start embracing who they truly are. So, why am I making the change? Why am I shifting from the Say When podcast to How to Lose the Weight? And let's be clear, that's W-A-I-T. I want to share with you why this evolution is happening and what it means for us moving forward. See, when I started the Say When podcast, the focus was on breaking free from diet culture and the hold it has over our lives as women. It was an important starting point, one that helped many of us recognize the harmful impact of constantly trying to mold ourselves to fit somebody else's idea of enough or perfection. But as I continued to have conversations with you, and as I reflected on my own experiences, I realized that there was so much more to the story. So many of us are just waiting to shed physical weight. We're waiting to feel good enough before we truly start living. It's not just about a number on a scale. It's about the ways we put our lives on hold, waiting for the perfect career, the ideal relationship, or the version of ourselves we think we need to be before we can pursue our dreams. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when, but that when never seems to arrive. And I recognize that the journey we're on isn't just about leaving diet culture behind. It's about uncovering the deeper reasons why we hold ourselves back and learning to trust ourselves enough to start living authentically. The truth is that many of us have been conditioned to believe that we're not good enough as we are. We've been taught to seek external validation and to measure our worth by how we look, what we achieve, or how others see us. Now, this mindset isn't our fault. It's a result of a culture that profits from our insecurities and keeps us in a cycle of doubt. But here's the thing. We don't have to keep living that way. We don't have to keep waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect body, the perfect life before we feel worthy. The change to How to Lose the Weight is about helping you stop postponing your life and start embracing it right now. It's about learning to reconnect with your intuition, trust your inner voice, and live with unconditional confidence no matter where you are on your journey. I want you to know that if you've ever felt stuck, frustrated, or disconnected from yourself, you're not alone. And it's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's because the world has conditioned us to doubt ourselves. But together, we can unlearn that. We can shed the weight, the waiting for permission, the waiting for things to be perfect, and step into a life where we show up fully just as we are. So let's talk just a little bit about the new title, How to Lose the Weight, W-A-I-T, because you might be wondering, what exactly does that mean? Well, it isn't about losing physical weight. It's about shedding the emotional weight, the self-doubt, the fear, and the constant belief that you need to be different in order to be worthy. It's about letting go of the idea that your life is something that you'll get to someday once everything magically falls into place. The weight is the silent burden we all carry when we put our dreams on hold, telling ourselves that we're not yet ready or not yet good enough, and it's time to lose that. Now, the new title represents a commitment to stop postponing our lives and start living fully right now. It's about letting go of expectations and pressures that have kept us stuck in that cycle of someday, of I'll be happy when. It's a reminder that you don't have to wait for the perfect body, perfect circumstances, or perfect version of yourself before you can pursue your dreams or feel truly alive. How to Lose the Weight is an invitation to release that hold that self-doubt and perfectionism have over you and embrace a life where you trust yourself enough to show up fully just as you are. So, what can you expect from How to Lose the Weight? Well, the goal of this podcast is to go beyond the surface conversations about diet culture and dive deeper into the real reasons women hold themselves back. We'll be exploring practical, real-life solutions that can empower you to break free from the mindset that keeps you in that cycle of waiting. And we'll talk about how to reconnect with your intuition and learn to trust your inner voice so you can navigate life with more confidence and ease. We're also going to dive into what it means to live authentically, free from the need for external validation. This new mission is to help you shed not only the WAIT, but the unrealistic expectations that society places on us, as well as the expectations we place on ourselves. So in the future, we're going to cover topics like reclaiming self-trust and learning to listen to your intuition. We're going to talk about breaking free from perfectionism and embracing who you are right now. We're going to talk about building a spiritual connection that grounds you and guides you towards a more fulfilling life. We're also going to spend time talking about how to live intuitively, making choices that reflect your true desires rather than what you think you should be doing. And we're going to talk about cultivating unconditional self-confidence and learning to let go of the need to wait for permission to live fully. I intend to provide a space where you can find truth, empowerment, and real solutions to the struggles that have held you back. Because together, we're going to unpack what it means to live a life that's not only free from diets, but free from doubt. A life where you are no longer waiting for someday to start showing up as the woman you've always wanted to be. As we transition into this new chapter with How to Lose the Weight, I want to give you a glimpse of what's to come and what you can expect from the podcast moving forward. See, this isn't just a rebrand, it's an evolution toward deeper, more meaningful conversations that go straight to the heart of what keeps us feeling stuck and unsure of ourselves. Together, we'll explore the reasons why so many of us have put our lives on hold, and more importantly, how we can stop waiting and start living fully right now. So just a few themes or topics you can look forward to. And if you have some ideas, I would love to hear about them. If I'm missing something that you want to know more about, please let me know. Because I'm thinking about doing some podcasts about reconnecting with intuition and self-trust. Because in these types of episodes, we'll dive into what it means to truly listen to yourself and trust your inner voice. Let's learn practical ways to quiet the noise of self-doubt and strengthen our relationship with our intuition so we can make decisions for ourselves that feel aligned and authentic with our soul's purpose. And let's let go of perfectionism and really embrace our power as women, especially midlife women. Let's explore how to break free from the relentless pursuit of perfection and learn to step into our own power, just as we are. Because this is all about recognizing that your worth does not depend on being flawless or ageless or meeting some sort of external expectations. And I also want us to really understand how cultural conditioning affects our self-confidence. So we'll talk about subtle and not so subtle ways that cultural norms and societal pressures really shape our beliefs about ourselves. By understanding where these influences come from, we can start to break free from them and redefine confidence on our own terms. And let's talk about real-life strategies for pursuing dreams and living authentically. It's time to stop putting off your dreams. We'll discuss actionable steps that we can take to move forward, whether it's starting a new project, making a career change, or simply living more in alignment with our true self and our values. Let's also spend some time talking about spirituality and body acceptance as tools for empowerment. Let's explore how connecting with our spiritual side and embracing body acceptance can be powerful tools for reclaiming our life. See, this isn't about fixing ourselves. It's about recognizing and honoring our inherent worth. This new direction for How to Lose the Weight isn't just about providing inspiration. It's about offering real, practical tools and guidance that can help you make meaningful changes in your life. While the old podcast focused more on discussions about diet culture, now we're moving beyond that into an area that will uncover the deeper reasons why we hold ourselves back. This means each episode will be packed with actionable steps you can take, meaningful conversations with past clients, and maybe even some guests who have been right where you are. And let's get some practical advice that goes beyond theory to help you apply what you've learned to your everyday life. See, my goal for each episode is to leave you with something tangible, a new perspective, a new strategy to try, or a new step forward on your journey to living more authentically. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to take action. And I want you to learn to trust yourself and show up in the world as the confident, intuitive woman you were always meant to be. This shift in focus is about going deeper, getting real, and making sure that every conversation is not just thought-provoking, but truly transformative. Now, I know that any kind of change can bring up feelings of uncertainty. And if you're wondering what this rebrand means for you, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that, because it's completely normal to feel a bit hesitant when something familiar starts to shift. But I want you to know that the heart of this podcast is still the same, and my commitment to you hasn't changed. In fact, it's stronger than ever. I'm not moving away from what we've built together. I'm deepening it. The conversations, the support, the empowerment, It's all still here. We're just evolving to address the deeper reasons that keep us holding back from trusting ourselves and really living authentically. You see, the How to Lose the Weight podcast is about going beyond the surface and diving into the real challenges that keep us from showing up fully in our lives. It's a continuation of our shared journey, one that honors where we've been while embracing the growth and the transformation that we're stepping into. So if you're feeling a little unsure about this transition, I want you to know that you're not alone and your feelings are valid. But I also want to reassure you that this change is about making the podcast even more meaningful and impactful for you. The goal remains the same: to support you in breaking free from the mindset that keeps you stuck and to help you live a life that feels true and fulfilling. I'm still here to be your go-to source for truth, empowerment, and real solutions. This podcast will continue to be a space where you feel seen, heard, and supported. And I'm committed to helping you shed the weight, the waiting for permission, the waiting for things to be perfect, and the waiting to feel good enough. My mission is to empower you to live your life fully right now and to embrace your intuition and confidence as your greatest tools for navigating your path. I promise that with each episode, I'll continue to bring you meaningful conversations, practical advice, and powerful insights that will help you take real steps towards living a life that isn't on hold. You can count on this space to be a place where we challenge old beliefs, explore new possibilities, and celebrate the power of trusting yourself. I want to thank you for being on this journey with me, and I'm excited to take this next step together, and I'm here for you every step of the way. Now, coming up on How to Lose the Weight, we're launching a transformative 3-part series called The Sum of Our Parts. This series goes beyond traditional body positivity. It's about shedding the weight of societal pressures and reclaiming our bodies on our own terms. In these episodes, we'll uncover the roots of body insecurity, challenge the standards that keep us disconnected from ourselves, and dive into real actionable steps for embracing every part of our bodies. You'll hear some powerful stories of transformation and insights from my personal philosophy, my non-diet manifesto, and practical ways to start your journey toward true body sovereignty. So join me as we learn to lose the weight of external expectations and fully celebrate the bodies we live in. Now, as we step into this new chapter, I want to invite you to continue tuning in and being part of this community. How to Lose the Weight is more than just a rebrand. It's a deeper commitment to showing up for ourselves and living authentically. So if you've ever felt like you're waiting for the right moment to step into your true self, I encourage you to join me as we learn to lose the weight together. Now, I also want to invite you to download my free ebook, Unlock Your Intuition: 5 Keys to Reconnecting with Your Body. This comprehensive guide explores the 5 pillars of intuitive reconnection: enhancing your intuition, the importance of mindful movement, becoming emotionally resilient and learning how to develop body neutrality, and enhancing self-esteem and self-confidence through spiritual wellness. I'll add it to today's show notes, or you can head to my website, hollytoscanini.com. Download it today to start your journey toward a more intuitive and connected life. Your support and engagement really mean the world to me, and I'd love to hear from you as we continue on this path. Let's keep the conversation going. You can connect with me on Instagram at hollytoscanini or send me an email at hollytoscanini.com. I want to know what resonates with you, what challenges you're facing, and how I can continue to support you in living a life that feels true and empowering. This is a journey we're on together, so let's embrace it. Let's shed the self-doubt, let go of the perfectionism and the someday mindset. Let's commit to living fully right here, right now. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see you and see where this journey takes us. Before we wrap up, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for your continued support, for tuning in week after week, and for being such an important part of this journey. I know that your time is valuable, and it means the world to me that you choose to spend some of it here, listening and sharing in these conversations. Your trust is something I don't take lightly, and I'm truly grateful for the connection we've built together. Now, as we move forward with How to Lose the Weight, I want to hear from you. Your voice matters, and your feedback is incredibly valuable as we shape this future, the future of this podcast. I'd really love for you to reach out, share your thoughts on the rebrand. What resonates with you? What do you hope to gain from the episodes ahead? Whether it's a topic you'd like covered, a guest host you'd like me to interview, or a question you have, or even just a little bit of feedback. I'm here for all of it. You can connect with me on Instagram again at Holly Toscanini, or send me an email at holly@hollytoscanini.com. I'm so excited to continue this journey together, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Until next time, bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to How to Lose the Weight. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a conversation. And if you found value in this episode, I'd love it if you could leave a review. It really helps the show reach more women like you who are ready to step into their power. For more insights and inspiration, follow me on Instagram at Holly Toscanini or visit hollytoscanini.com. Until next time, remember, stop waiting and start living.